And we should be live, ladies and gentlemen, with the Renegade Realm emergency podcast broadcast. I like that. That is a good ring to it. And look at me! Look at me here! I could zoom in on this actually. Boom! Look at that!
He is the host now.
I am the host now. So, anyway.
I'm trying to...
Thank you, Red, for coming around. It's not pretty, it's not fancy, it's not anything super crazy. But if you've ever wanted to really stick it to Red, because he didn't want to do this, and I pushed him to do it. And so if you ever want to really stick it to Red about how much he should have done it, you can send all of the super chats you'd normally give to Red to me instead. And you could do... No, I'm just kidding. I'm not like that. But anyway, yeah, so... Welcome, everybody. Thank you for stopping by. To my subscribers, if you're not familiar, this is the crew every week on Tuesdays starting at 6 p.m. We go live with the Renegade Realm podcast over on Red's channel, which is linked in the description below. So you can check that out, and you could join us weekly to talk about what's going on in gaming news.
What just... That's backwards.
It is in reverse, Jonas, but...
Oh, fuck.
Or it's in Norwegian, so we just can't read it. I think it's actually
okay. How about that? Is that better?
Yep, that's better.
Let me fix it.
Okay.
It's upside down too. Okay.
There we go.
Oh my
Upside down and backwards, and it's forward.
I love how you captured him in the pose of like.
I was waiting for the correct moment.
He looks like his head is swiveled on his body, like he's like talking towards his back.
Like I said, just before we went live, this is the worst.
Isn't that a Mass Effect meme where he does like the 360 head spin? He's just like.
Oh yes, the classic.
For anybody who is in chat, please let me know if you can hear them well enough. Everybody else. So, if you want to just chime in, Holly. How's it going?
Good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know we already did that bit before.
I'm so sorry. FarQ, which is here. Hey, Slowlark. FarQ sent me a couple of his famous photos, and he made some new ones for me, and I'm just like sitting here blown away. He made this one from BioShock Infinite. He made me a Dishonored one first, right? Which was fantastic. And then he made these BioShock ones, and they're so good. FarQ, the first one with me and Booker, yeah, it's good. It's very good. It's very good. Thank you. That's it. In the last hour, that's what's happened. Damarco.
That's awesome. I love that.
Yes. I'm kicking it back to the host. Or maybe we should just go to the host now, which is actually Assassin. Dun, dun, dun.
Okay, sorry. No, my bad. I'm just making sure that everything is audible.
Oh no, it's Jonas. Sorry. It's
Jonas. Oh, yeah.
So Red,
what are we talking about?
Jonas. It's Jonas.
Red, what are we talking about this week? What are we talking about?
So we got 20
Run the show. This is your show.
Minutes. Let's talk about everything Stalker. Stalker is a game that came out. It was made by human beings. Those human beings went through hell and back, and then the game comes out, and it's a game, and I'm playing it, and it's doing good. Sold good, does good, made money. Good game. That's about it.
GG.
Yeah, this is the type of quality you can expect on my channel. If you,
that's not true. You have an overlay.
You know what? I can't do it. I can't mess with anything. So I don't know what I'm trying to like post.
Just sit back and relax and podcast. Yeah. Just chill. Talk that shit.
I'm not used to that. I'm not used to this. Let me. Oh, there's nothing I can do. I keep going. Let me do
all
this.
All you can do is be entertaining and continue to lead the show as you normally would without.
Olark is pretty much on the money.
Well, yeah, man, it's hard to bounce back. Really, it's really hard to bounce back.
So what? All right, let's
get over it. Put a smile on your face. Hit yourself in the balls, and let's do this.
Stalker's doing really good. I want to know about, like, have you had any standout moments that really just sort of bring you into Stalker and you're like, this is a 10 out of 10 game for me?
Yep. I can't tell you how many times I've had the moments of I'm in a building and I hear enemies outside. It's one of the, okay, like whenever you get into combat in this game, it's like everything will go wrong in a firefight. Nothing ever goes smoothly. And like the best thing that can happen to you is that you miss your shots. That's like the best thing that can happen. There was a moment where I was in this 2-story building and, well, first of all, to even get to the 2-story building, I had to like sprint up these stairs while being shot at because enemies can detect you like real life. A lot of people are complaining about that. Like they can see you across the map, but
I am one of those people.
I'm gonna be honest.
No.
If I am a person and I'm standing in my driveway and I see a man 50 yards away, I can see you. I see you. And they're like, "What?" I'm like, "I see you." I don't know. I feel like it's so realistic, and I love it like that. So I don't know. But I'll get into firefights where like everything goes to shit, and then I have to like frantically reach into my bag and like grab something to use, like last second, like a broken weapon or something like that, just to like load a mag. Everything about it is just perfect in every way, except it's not, and it has a lot of bugs. And I'm at around hour 50 now, and I've barely scratched the surface of the main quest. So they're not really great at that. About playing a lot of games.
Play stuff? Like
like Starfield.
Just
don't do shit. Yeah.
This dude has played how many hours of Starfield? 300?
About 400.
You have 400 hours in Starfield?
And he hasn't. You haven't even gone through the thing once yet, right?
Haven't gone through the Nimbus or whatever the hell it's called.
And how much of that was
finished
walking?
Any of the factions. He hasn't finished the main, like nothing. He's like, what's
Bayazura. Thank you, Lotus, for the $5 super chat. Red, I need to get your Venmo so I could send you whatever super chats come through for the stream.
No.
Yes. So you'll send that to me. Actually, just post it in the chat so everyone can see it and everyone can have it. And
for all the super chats that he's gotten, you deserve some too, Damarco.
No. We got to it because you know what? Red. Despite no, stop it. All right, so just send me your Venmo so I could give you back the $8 after YouTube takes its cut or whatever it will be.
I don't know. I don't have Venmo. I don't know what that is. Is that a Spider-Man villain? Yep. That was a joke. For anyone who didn't get that, come on. Venmo.
I'm one of those people who absolutely hates the detection. I will tell you, there's been so many times where I'm sitting on the complete opposite side in thick, viscous foliage in the middle of the night. It is pitch black. You cannot see in front of you. And then I'm creeping through the bushes, and then I have the detection turned off, which honestly, I think I need to turn it back on. But then it'll just be like, and then like unloading because I'm playing with Ukraine as well, so I apologize to every Ukrainian I just completely insulted.
You just called them every bad word in
every
one
horrible word at once. Yeah.
Yep. You're welcome, FarQ. Yeah, that's a classic game, man. It's so good. It's so old, but it's so good. And hey, you know what I can do, Damarco? Let me.
We can see the thing popping up.
Can you see my? You can't see anything I'm doing.
No. The Marco sent.
Oh, okay.
All right, thank you, Assassin. I'm gonna need to get your Venmo as well, and then I could send that over to you. Thank you very much. So if you just want to post it publicly in chat, and then everybody could have your Venmo, and I will send it to you promptly.
I'm gonna have to be right back, by the way.
Right after the stream.
Okay. Well, I was just about to ask Jonas a question, but it's fine.
Can you make me a profile pic with my logo as Batman so I can be half as cool as Holly, please? I can make you a logo with Batman. I'll do it right after.
You're cooler than me without a logo.
Ayo! Holly, have you been enjoying Stalker 2? You've played only a little bit.
I've only played a little bit. So here's a good question for Stalker Extraordinaire. I started it on Veteran, which is the hardest difficulty. I got to the first artifact. That's what they're called, right? Artifact.
Yes. Well,
Okay.
anomaly or artifact. Like the first artifact you get. Mine was a
We
slug.
pick up the slug.
It is a
We need
slug.
another
Okay,
slug.
everybody gets the
Yeah.
slug.
And so I don't really want a slug. I don't know why I have to pick this thing up. I'm like, can I just keep rolling? Because
No.
I
You need
don't-
slug.
I don't want to eat a slug. I don't want to put a slug in my pocket. It's going to make my pants dirty. I don't need a slug.
You need slug.
But so I tried. So after you pick up slug, it's not a spoiler, but it's fine. A nude enemy type spawns. And
A
fucks your
nude
face.
enemy types?
A nude and new. Nude and new.
Okay, that's fair.
So
I like that.
it turns up and it fucks your face. So I tried running like off in the distance first, and I also tried going in the building. Now I died like 3 times, and I was like, I'm done for tonight. It's like I will come back another time. But any tips? Because here's my problem so far with Stalker. It's not a problem, but it's just something I need to get used to, is the fact that like these pigs jump you at first, and like they're coming at you and you shoot, and then they're just like do this like whirling gig jump crazy shit thing at you, and you're like, what is this? Like,
Yeah.
what? Like, and then you can't, like, you're shooting and it's like just like over your head. When we talked about this, you said you run, but like, anyway, so the other thing that pops up, and oh, thank you, Lotus. Hi, Lotus.
Thank you, Lotus.
Just hello.
Thank you, Jonas,
so
for the $9.
Jonas,
No, it's
knock-
not. It's not even $1.
Thank you for the $9, the $9 knock knock joke. And yeah, there you go.
Knock,
At that
knock.
blue number, 10.
knock knock joke. Yeah.
He gave us a $9 knock knock joke.
So
With
what's
the
your question?
poop emoji. So
What do I do with-
this thing? So I ran into the building because I was like funnel it, right? So you could watch it, like coming in. But it kind of does the same thing. It like you could kind of see it's invisible at first, and then you
You're
can
talking about
kind of see
Bloodsucker.
the anomaly-ish warbly thing, right?
It's like the Predator.
And then all of
You
a
can kinda
sudden
see
it's just like boom, and you're like, thanks, one shot.
It is
right?
incredibly unfair, and I hope that they patch it. And this is coming from someone who's a Stalker fan. The blind dogs, the pseudo dogs, and the bloodsuckers, they move so fast that
in a
it's
one
ridiculous.
shot, because he hit
Yeah,
me and I had 2 health, but your character is like, it's stunned for a second,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So you're
Mhm.
stunned.
And so then I'm like, I'm
they're-
spamming the button to hit
yeah.
the health, and it hits me again before my character will stop the stun animation. So like, there's really
Yeah.
no chance whatsoever, right, to
Yeah.
recover and get another shot
Yeah.
off, right?
I
I'll be
kind of
honest.
see it as part of the tutorial, and what the game is teaching me is that I will suffer.
yeah, exactly.
You know
will
what?
not
win.
You know
Okay.
what though?
How
You will not
You eventually
enjoy
break
this.
the suffer loop, right? Is there some like Valium out there or something?
So
Like, how do
the way I
pass
the way I
It's
dealt with
hard.
the way that I dealt with that thing was I ran away. I got up on the bunker and I cornered it from above and just shot it from there. That worked
Oh,
And I got really lucky.
Oh, from on
Um,
top. Oh,
yeah.
what?
because he can't climb or jump or anything. He just
He can't climb or jump. He just stands there like an idiot.
yeah.
Oh, sweet.
He just runs
I
around
love
all
those
angry.
kinds of cheating mechanics. Yes, I'm
Yeah.
in.
That's what I've had to do. Like I honestly,
Marco's
my
like, you're not
first-
a true player unless you stand there and take the.
You need.
exactly. Bend over, let him have his way,
That's
and then show him again.
listen. If you
Yeah.
haven't played, it's like Baldur's Gate 3. They
Hey,
got
whatever
those
floats
like
the boat, man.
tentacle mouth things going on,
That's
like
right.
the illithids, and you could give one of those a smooch in Baldur's Gate. So why not in Stalker 2?
Exactly.
I wouldn't know. You haven't come back to play more with me.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll be honest. I have been absolutely.
You.
I've just been running away every time that a bloodsucker shows up. Like, this is my face. Whenever I'm playing Stalker 2, I feel like this is my resting face. Like, all the time, I'm like. And then whenever a bloodsucker shows up, I go from that. I go. I immediately. I'm just like. I guess it's time to fucking run. Like, I just know immediately because I got
We're
like
here's
really
a death
lucky.
loop for 10 times, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
like,
we're doing this
I got
shit
really
now?
lucky. Like yeah, well, here we are. We're doing this shit, and like I texted you and Colt. I was like, I killed my first bloodsucker with a knife, and I did.
Yeah.
I got like I jumped on top of a table, and he tried to charge me, and I just stabbed the shit out. I stabbed him. Sorry, the poop out of him. Sorry, I forgot we're on Damarco's channel. I stabbed the doo doo right out of his head.
I said
over
the
and
F
over.
word, You're fine.
Oh, okay. It's fine. And I got really lucky, and then I was like, see, I'm a pro. And then, no, I'm not. Turns out, bloodsuckers, they suck, and blind dogs, they're like running straight at you. They're like, and they just like completely just turn left, right, and they do backflips. I can't hit anything. I just suck, I think. Now, the PC players on keyboard and mouse will say,
They suck.
Come on. Okay. Good to know. Because I can't hit anything. I feel like I suck so bad at shooting. There is an update coming for controller.
We've underestimated XCOM this whole time. And it took playing Stalker to realize that when something is this close, that yes, you will still miss.
Yeah, exactly. That's so true. When you have the barrel pressed right up against their head, you're like, got your ass. And then, nope, turns out, you don't.
And
look, I can do this now.
So Stalker 2 was actually right. Sorry, XCOM was actually right all along, and we were the wrong ones.
That's me every time. I'm like, got him in my sights.
Got your ass.
And then all of a sudden, then the very next thing is.
Fuck you.
Yeah. Every
Assassin.
time. I love it.
What do you think about Stalker? Have you played it?
Go.
Have you played it anymore? Got your ass.
All right.
Well,
Sorry, I was muted, so I haven't
We're talking
played
about
since
buttered
my stream.
sausage.
Yeah. Red, you ruined it. Assassin.
I'm sorry. Go, Assassin.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I haven't played
Fuck
since
you.
that stream a few days. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Got your ass.
You haven't
Sorry,
played
you have-
it in a few days.
You
Since
you
your
have to
stream,
you have to
which I
understand.
watched.
Red never has this. Red never has this luxury. To
I
do
never
this.
get to
He's
do
usually
this.
too
Yeah,
stressed
exactly.
about making the stream run, so you got to give him a
Yep.
pass this week, Assassin. But please continue.
Yep. And by the way, I was really excited to watch your whole stream. I just like sat there and watched you for the rest of the night.
How long did you play, Assassin?
I think it was like an hour and a half or so. I got into the settlement. I don't remember what it was called. Last thing I remember was a couple of guys coming in. There was a standoff. They left, and the bartender came up to me and said, "Hey, could you do something for me?" And then I just camped out, and then I just ended it right there. So no, I haven't played since then. Because I've been working. And I'm tired. A lot
Understandable,
today.
especially around the
I had to get up at
holidays.
4:30 in the morning.
Ooh,
I had to get up at 4:30 in the morning just to make sure that I got here on time, and I was still 10 minutes late.
just to play.
So
Stalker.
yeah. Just a what?
Just to play Stalker, you had to wake up at 4 in the morning to make sure you got your Stalker 2 time.
No. Okay. What?
It's okay. Your priorities are in the right place.
Yes, they are. Making sure that my job is happy so I can come back home to do this.
There you go. See,
I-
in the right place.
I have.
Yes. And don't let that pressure you anymore, Red. You already know this.
Anything else? I guess just because we do have some limited time, I guess. But anything else that really stands out about Stalker, like that for me the big thing about it that I've really enjoyed is that I think lately, just in terms of like gaming trends, and this has been said a lot, which is just sort of a lot of games are really trying to boil it down to something that suits everybody. And I think what really resonates with me in Stalker is that it's not trying to do that. It is this hardcore like survival-ish game that does a lot of those things that, you know, it doesn't give you a lot of hand holding throughout the process. The enemies are difficult. You will die many, many times. And so that to me is something that's really refreshing. Versus I think we could even look to like a Dragon Age of Valguard in comparison, which also the darker tone is very refreshing, versus a lot of the Fortnite-esque games that are coming out.
Yep. The other game that came out is exactly what you're saying, that everybody loved, and I really haven't heard any complaints about. Warhammer. It hit a very specific niche, right? Mm-hmm. It's not even niche. It's just, it leaned into what it is, and it wasn't trying to be anything else.
Yeah.
Right? It was just, here I am, brother. We're good. Brother.
Brother.
Like,
yep. The game in the backlog we won't finish.
We will finish it.
No, we won't.
We should just play it right now.
On Veteran.
Nope.
Yeah. So as far as the standout things, it is the hands down the most, I think, immersive game that I've played.
I'm gonna give a compliment to Stalker 2 above Siege on one thing though. The reload animation and audio is top tier.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's even better than Siege, and I rarely say anything is better than Siege when it comes to gunplay.
I would certainly hope so, considering when Siege came out, though, that they got better animations. If I'm being honest.
Well, I'm not more or less talking about the animation. I'm talking about the audio.
Gotcha.
Because when I reload in Siege, over time it sounds a bit bland, but maybe that's because I've been playing it so often. But hearing the reload animations in Stalker was a breath of fresh air I didn't know I needed.
How many hours do you have in Siege? Do you think?
1,600 across Xbox and PlayStation.
Yeah, I could see why the animations would get a bit boring, or the sound design would get a bit stale after 1,600 hours.
There's something about like the deep clunk of mechanisms with weapons in games that they nail so well with the audio design, like that like whenever
wait, what is it like?
You can hear like the metal. That's literally actually a soundbite just from the game. So
the actual clicking and loading. Yeah,
like you can hear the metal scraping and hitting different parts. Like your brain is like telling you, like, oh, it sounds like you can hear the mag sliding up inside of the thing.
Another thing I wish Siege would do, to be honest, I'm pretty sure Stalker 2 is not the first game to do it, but one thing, when I did play it, the one thing I did realize that I wish Siege would have, considering the nature of that game, I wish our guns would jam. Red, do you remember during my live stream, one of the guns that I was using jammed? Okay, this is new.
Best. It's the best and worst feeling because, like, you're in the middle of a firefight and you're like, hang on. You're aiming and you go, got your ass. And then all of a sudden, your gun jams and you're like, and you just had to like run behind cover and unjam your gun, and it just adds to the intensity. Anything could go wrong.
That's if you don't get shot first.
Thank you.
That's if you don't get shot and killed first.
That is if you don't get shot and killed.
Yeah, and I know some people are playing on Rookie. I'm playing on Stalker because that is like hard mode, and then the master difficulty. What's it called? Is it called Veteran now? It's called Veteran now.
Sure it's called Veteran.
Okay,
yeah,
that's interesting. Okay. It used to be called Masters, but which used to affect, like, people used to think that it affected like damage and stuff like that. It doesn't. It just affects your damage. It doesn't affect the output, just the input. But the standout, it's the most immersive game that I think I've ever played. Like everything from like just sitting down at the campfire and talking to other stalkers and listening to stories and playing the guitar, to like even not even being comfortable while you're set in a locked-in animation. Like a lot of the times whenever I go to sit next to a campfire with other stalkers, I'm like, I'm not actually gonna sit down. I'm gonna crouch down Now I'm going to get into my bag and I'm going to mess with my inventory if I'm going to be sitting here because I'm sure you guys have seen where the dude is just like sitting there. Holly sent me another one too, like where a dude's like, "Hey, Stalker," and they're all just like sitting around a campfire, and lightning just comes out of nowhere and just kills this dude right as you're sitting by the campfire, just chilling.
Are you talking about that clip that I showed you?
Yes, you and Holly sent me that exact same clip, the same post and everything. And then I saw another one where they're all sitting around. It reminds me so much of this game. Reminds me so much of Bethesda games in like the best ways. And like this dude's like sitting around a campfire, and he's like, "I've got a good joke for you," and all of a sudden a bloodsucker comes out. Just kills him instantly, and of course the player is like locked in the animation, so he's like, "Well, let me just slowly stand up."
Oh, that was a good joke.
That was a good joke. It was a good one. But like, so whenever bugs happen, I ran into one today. I played like right before the show started. I ran into one today where like I got attacked by like a plague tale volume of rats. And I've never had that before. I was like, okay, that's new.
Are you talking about like there's like a sewer or something you climb down to get some gear?
Yes.
And then the creepy part about that is you can stand there for a while. At least I was able to. And then all of a sudden I heard it was like the Dishonored, like the
yeah, it like ramps up. Yeah, do it again.
What does it sound like?
He's got a good R roll.
Yeah, like that little ASMR for everybody watching. Did we lose the stream? It keeps saying chat disconnected. Is it just me?
That happens sometimes. It's happened in weeks before to me, but it's been fine otherwise. So I think it's okay.
Could just be a YouTube issue.
I don't understand. Your Jusant review was so good. I love that thumbnail so much.
That was a fun.
Your entry, like where you're climbing the side of that, is so good.
I had my whole, because we did that take multiple. That was a fun thing to try to do because I don't know how to make anything.
Was your arm messed up from the shingles?
The whole
right?
down, just red scrape. Because I was up there for maybe like 35, 40 minutes. Like go up, hang for a bit, get the shot. Didn't like the take. Do it again. Get it from a different angle. Like get it from this angle. We just tried so many times. But that was a lot of fun to put together. We had neighbors that were like, "Hey man, you good?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm just doing a YouTube thing."
Your neighbors are like, "Are you okay?"
I'm a YouTuber.
Jonas, you played Stalker, right? I saw you playing it a little bit.
A little bit, yeah. I've barely played it. Like I'm just past the intro. Basically.
Okay. I will tell you, because you asked me for like an elevator pitch. After putting 50 hours into it already, and I've probably done 4 main quests. I've done the main quest where you get out of the lesser zone, which that's what. As soon as I got out of the lesser zone, I was like, so the game just started, and I'm like 20 some hours in. I had to start over. Buy a zona. There you go. There you go, Lotus. Wow, Lotus. Thank you so much. Well,
thank you, Lotus, so very much.
Yeah, thank you.
I will make sure that it gets to the appropriate party's hands.
Shut up. That is so nice of you, Lotus. I appreciate you spreading the love. It's so nice. Lotus, God, I don't know what the community would do without you. I don't know how people.
Let me just come here.
Eat. There you go. There you go. Why don't you listen? You can blow it up.
You're getting the full Damarco treatment, Lotus.
I was gonna say you can go full screen, and I can't. I'm over here trying to click on stuff, and I can't. Jonas. No, not me. Get me out of here. Stop it. There we go.
Yeah, this is
there
what
we go.
This is what they want to see.
That's what they want to see, baby. Look at that. Look at him looking around. Look at that. Look at that face. Look at that. No. Stop. Oh, look at that back of my dad's head. Oh wait, my dad doesn't have any hair. Oh, that's the only thing I know of my dad is the back of his head as he left out the house and into the. Every man's head reminds me of my father. Yeah, so
Yeah.
That got dark real quick.
yeah, we're it's getting clipped. Nothing's getting clipped here. It's fine. No one knows. No one knows that the show's here. It's fine.
Fascinating story.
If you're,
Any
if you're
chance you're
Red's
nearing
dad,
the
leave a
end?
comment in the chat.
Yeah, Dad, if you came back, let me know because you owe me some money. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, I feel like that super chat will be the highlight of the week.
Yeah. Okay.
Speaking of highlights, Avowed has gotten some early previews. People have gotten to play the game. I know Colt got to play it. I think Miss Maddie got to play it. Skill Up got to play it. Lots of content creators got to have a chance to experience it. And have you guys? FarQ asks, "Do I remind you of your father? I also have a bald head."
Then
It's
yes,
skipped a generation, though, right? Like,
I think
doesn't
that's
it
a
skip
myth.
generation?
No, every dude in
it's
my
your-
family.
It's your mother's father, or
Yeah,
right? Like, isn't it?
but
from
I think
your
that's
mother's
a
side,
myth.
actually?
I don't know if that's true.
Every male on forever, everyone is bald.
So it didn't
on
matter
both
if it
sides.
skipped because every generation. had
Everyone is. Yeah,
It's just nature. It's just
I will
nature.
send you guys a
made the lottery.
picture of my first cousin and my brothers, and I will show you. We all are bald, and
Yeah, send it.
Have a
Send
face
it to
like
me. I'll
that.
put it up on stream. I'll put it full screen for everybody to see.
here, let me get that real quick. Let me grab that real quick. Oh, also, let me. I'm not sure who's here, but I was trying to drop some codes for people. See, that's gone. These two are gone. I want to know if this is still there. Still, I got another here.
But
I'm just gonna drop shit.
while you pull that up,
Keep doing.
while you pull that up, has anybody really closely looked at some of the early previews for Avowed that can speak to what people are saying about the game, what they like, what they don't like?
I watched Colt's video, but it's it's kind of hard to talk about. Dead Rising 4, dude, bros, watching the stream. Get that game. That game is the tits. It's so good. It's excellent.
The what now?
It's the best
It's the
Dead
tits.
Rising there is. That's how
That's
good
the-
it is.
Thank you
How
for
good
telling
it
me
is.
that,
It's
Farq.
the
I was just about to.
That's
super.
something I never thought I'd hear Holly say ever.
Tits.
Look, we can all appreciate a good game.
A
And I'm tits
a
good
TV.
game.
A good game. Like what? Lollipop Chainsaw remastered?
Yes,
Like Dead Rising 4.
Oh man.
like Squirrel with a gun.
And nobody's
Like
ever
Manor
said,
Lord.
Is that out?
"You really
Yep.
Squirrel with a gun. Hey, Squirrel with a gun.
Oh, that's right. I
won
forgot
that.
about that.
I won that from Squirrel with a gun.
I remember.
PlayStation
I was like, is
exclusive.
that his gun or?
Yeah, that's right. You were thinking he had a
had
built-in gun.
something.
yeah
Yeah, built-in, preloaded,
Terminator
ready
gun.
to.
If it was a built-in
Yeah,
gun right where
exactly.
he's aiming from, that would be Conquer, not Squirrel with a gun.
That's true. That's
I
true.
say things
Yeah.
are the tits a lot. I just try not to do it on stream. Fuck you. Sorry.
That's a good expression.
It's a good expression. Yeah.
yeah,
Red.
Damn, Chicago.
it really
Uh,
gets the point across.
It does. It does.
It does. That's how good that game is. So if you like those, you'll like this game. It's a guarantee.
But if you don't like those, you won't like the game.
If you don't like tits,
There aren't many that don't like those. I feel like that's a teeny mosquito bite.
I don't think there's anyone that doesn't like those. Like, no matter what you prefer or what, you are locked into liking them.
I feel like it's a universal thing.
universal
right?
truth.
This game is that good.
I
That's how good
have heard straight women talk. I'm trying to be careful. I've heard them talk about like.
Look,
Girls
I'm as
are
straight
weird,
as the
man.
day
Okay,
is
let's-
long,
let's-
but I can watch a movie and be like, "That's a fantastic."
That's some
rap."
nice. You got some shit.
You got
girl.
some really good
Exactly.
games there.
It's the same thing. Like whenever I look at Henry Cavill shirtless, like I do every day, I'm like,
Oh,
bro.
he's got some nice.
I'm like, you. Whew, shit. And I feel like that's like equivalent. Like I'm not like physically.
Look, ladies
hard.
love the man pecs.
Yeah,
That's what
just
you wanna
to
do.
you're like coming for a hug, and you're like,
Yeah.
I mean, sorry, I meant. This is what I meant. Come here.
Because Holly said one thing. Now the chat is. Yep.
Oh man,
You
We
could
brought
tell.
the
You could
Renegade
tell that
home.
it's Red's audience based on how the chat goes.
I should go.
Yeah.
mine.
I should go. Exactly. Yeah.
All right. So Avowed. Avowed.
Yeah, Avowed. Yeah.
We're here to
yeah.
talk games, and
We're
there's some
talking
awesome
about bad
games.
Sausage.
But
There are games that feature those.
there are games
Not
such
games
as
that we
Lollipop
talk
Chainsaw.
about on this show.
Yep.
Avowed.
I'm
Red.
sorry if you
Are
dropped
you
the subs.
are you more or less excited for Avowed after the previews have
I'm
come out?
more.
Yeah.
I watched Colt's gameplay.
Were you actually wait
specifically-
before you continue? Just
Yeah.
were you were on the fence because it wasn't thank you, Slowlark, because it wasn't third person, and then they announced third person. But like, where on a scale of 1 to 10, like where were you after that third person announcement? Because I know a lot of people they were turned off by the art style, they were turned off by the change in tone based on the teaser, and that still resonates.
jumped
I
from
think
a 2
Holly, you're still
to an
kind of
8.
on that page.
It's funny because like the first person stuff has changed dramatically in the past few days for me after Stalker. So first person stuff in general, I like, for example, and this is coming back to Avowed. I just want to say this first. When it comes to like from when I played I've played 50 hours into Stalker. I'm like, I'm always asking myself, with a third person game, would I have liked this in first person and vice versa? With first person games, would I have liked this in third person? And I always think about Stalker. I'm like, would I have liked a third person? It's one of those times where I'm like, I think this is the best way to play, but would I have liked an option? Yes, I would absolutely love. It's the same thing with Bethesda games. I still play in first person in Bethesda games, but I do it whenever I need it. I don't do it because I want to, but it's something like refreshing, like your brain like recycles because of your perspective change. And so with Avowed recently, with the third person, I was really happy to hear that. Like, well, I was happy to see it. I knew that it was a thing, but I was really happy to see it, and it actually made me want to go back and play Outer Worlds because I wasn't giving that game
I
enough
love
love
that game
because
so much.
yeah, and I was not giving it the love that it deserved because I was like, "This should have been third person," and I was doing that thing that I've been coming around on the past few years.
Fantastic. Did you
Yeah, in the
play
past-
any of the expansions?
Dude, I put like 6 hours. You could probably go check and see. I probably put like 6 hours into Outer Worlds, and I was like, it's not getting
You
me.
would love Outer Worlds. It's so good.
I've heard, like, I've loved the, like, I always said, like, I wish VATS wasn't a VAT, like a lock on. I wish it was just
Did
like
anybody
a slowdown
else
thing.
Did anybody else finish of Outer Worlds?
I have not
Assassin
finished it.
or-
No.
Jonas or oh. Assassin, did you play it and finish it?
I'm going to
Nope.
find it
Okay.
and buy
Jonas,
it
did you-
physically. I'm gonna
No, I
find
didn't
it and
finish
buy
it.
it physical for sure.
You should definitely get the like all-in edition. I've played it
Yes.
through like I've played the whole thing like 3 times.
Oh my god! So it's like your BioShock baby. It's like
I
your
love
baby.
that game. Now, the last time I played it through was the time that I actually had access to all of the like extra expansion stuff.
Mhm.
Right, like all of them.
Jonas, I just now noticed.
No, you put his face on.
I didn't even notice that. My face looking like,
Yeah,
Yep, I love that.
it's good. You really need to play it. And actually, it's been free on Epic, like the Spacer's Choice edition, which I think is the one that has all of the.
Hmm.
Why am I full screen?
Because
Don't
you're
do that.
talking, so we're gonna focus.
No. Nobody wants to see that. So it's
No, yes, I do.
it is like I think it's the one that has all of the expansions. Chef's kiss. It's really good.
Yeah, and I've heard how incredible the Murder on Eridanos, is that what it's called?
Yes.
Yeah, I've heard how
yes.
amazing that
one's
was.
Really good. And like
Yeah.
the dialogue tree, that's why I love Obsidian, right? Because the dialogue tree is so snarky and funny, right? Like they're like slightly jerks or full jerks sometimes, but like there's always like the a safer choice, but there's a lot of jerk moments and like you can lean into it and it's funny.
That's what she said. Yeah.
Lotus is free. Congratulations on getting Dead Rising 4, by the way. I know that Holly can't wait to hear your thoughts about it. I can't wait to hear your thoughts about it too, but I know Holly especially.
Oh, did
is
Lotus
very excited.
Okay,
yeah, Lotus got it.
Thank you for telling us. I'm so glad.
Yeah, they said thanks for the
one.
game. I have not played part 4 before.
Lotus, have you played any of them? Since you say play part 4, I assume you've played others, but 4 is the best. It's the most fun. It's got the Christmas theme, which is fun.
And it's the perfect time for it too, with the Christmas right around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a great way to stay in shape.
It's a great way to stay in shape.
So here's something for someone else, because this is the last good, decent game in its franchise. There we go. There you go.
A little of part 3. Okay, 4 is very different than 3. 4 is way more goofy, way more fun, and it's got that Christmas theme. It's really good.
And there's a code for Dragon Age Inquisition, which you basically got a 50% chance because, I mean, it's probably the 5 of us in the stream and then only a handful of others. So you got pretty good odds to claim it.
Hurry up!
Arcane, Slowlock, FarQ.
Yes, which thank you for being here, everybody. Especially because this was incredibly impromptu, and so was not expecting.
So I'm going to tell you what I did. I immediately turned everything off. I took my pants off and my shirt, everything. I was standing in front of the shower. I was like ready to get into the shower, and then my phone started going. And so I opened it up, and Damarco was like, "Put your clothes back on. Come on." I'm standing there half naked in front of the shower, like. So, that's what happened. I was about to just lay. I was about to pull a Will Smith and I Am Legend. Whenever he's up against the shower.
That is the best scene in that movie.
It's so good. It's so good. And the water's like hitting you like right there, So
that man worked out for that movie.
Just for that one scene, he's just like holding up the wall. He's like, so good.
Became a real boy.
Yeah.
You grew up.
Yep. It was great. It was great. Yeah. So sorry, and I'm sorry. I feel out of place because I'm not the man. You're the man. You're the man now, dog.
No, it's your show. We're here to support you. It's you're doing your thing. So take over. Take the lead. Take the charge.
Okay. Well, hey. So Avowed. I am more excited about it now. I am really interested to see how the tone changes as the game goes on. I did find out, Assassin, that there is a physical edition. There is no physical edition with the Steelbook edition, which is stupid. Which means what I'm gonna do, because I'm crazy, I'm gonna buy the Steelbook edition to get the digital code, and then I'm gonna give away the code on the show, which is also kind of stupid because everyone.
I'm sorry, what's not physical?
Avowed is physical.
Avowed does have a physical edition, but it's just not included in that Steelbook edition. So I think that's where the confusion came in. So
what the fuck? What?
Yeah,
so there's a physical, but it's a digital code.
Okay, so the Steelbook edition of Avowed comes with a digital code, which is why people are like, "What the fuck?"
That's weird.
It's really weird. So what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna buy.
What the fuck, Microsoft?
At least it comes with the game. Didn't
Dragon Age?
Veilguard, the Steelbook didn't even come with you got the Steelbook and no game? Not even digital?
Yes. So there were like 4 different versions. Like I had to get this.
It's insane.
This, which comes with the Steelbook. It comes with this stuff. Okay. Comes with
okay, so all physical versions of Avowed doesn't have a disc?
Yeah. And so whenever you open it up.
God damn it,
disc
Microsoft.
Versions, it's just not the fancy ones.
No,
right?
I think Red is saying if you don't get the Steelbook version, you get the physical disc. Yeah?
Okay, so if I want to buy Avowed, let's say I like the game so much, I'm willing to buy it, like I did with Lies of P and Persona. Is there a version of it that has a disc that I don't care about steelbooks, unlike Mr. Steelbook Fetish over here.
Yes. I need to show you guys my Stalker Steelbook. Yes, there is a physical edition
Show
of the
him,
disc.
show him your MGS Delta one as well.
Oh yeah.
So while he's doing that, I will just tell everybody, in case anybody here plays on PC, the Epic Game Store has their Black Friday sale up. And I just am going to highlight a few of the ones that are up here while he's doing that. Alan Wake is 50% off. It's the deluxe edition is $35. Just in case you play on PC. Hogwarts is $21.
Oh my god.
That's a good deal for Hogwarts.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, yeah.
Hitman World of Assassination Deluxe Edition is $45. It's half off. It's 55% off.
That's a steal.
Assassin's Creed Assassin's Creed Origins Gold Edition is $15. I've had a couple whiskeys.
Assassin's Creed Black.
We're drinking whiskey. God damn.
Yeah, we're drinking whiskey.
Yeah,
Dying Light Definitive Edition is $10. Assassin's Creed Odyssey Gold Edition is $20. I'm just Conscript. Did anybody play Conscript? I feel like I've heard of that a lot.
I've heard Conscript.
The picture is interesting.
I haven't.
The deluxe edition is $15.
The deluxe.
The deluxe edition. Hey,
Deluxe edition.
the Division 2 Warlords Ultimate Edition is $15, and that game is freaking fantastic. With that expansion, the New York expansion is very good.
I'm seeing too, just because I've been paying attention to get this one on a discount. The Frontiers of Pandora Deluxe Edition is $32, 60% off. Which that was
On
one I was
Steam
waiting to
or
pick up
Epic?
personally. On Epic.
Okay, yeah. DeMarco and I like Epic more simply for the fact that you get money, that you get like cash back in your account.
Mm-hmm.
It is way more consumer friendly at the moment. Eventually that will probably go away, but until then we are going to take advantage of it until it's not a thing anymore.
And honestly, GOG is the most... One thing we never talked about on the show, really, I don't think, was that GOG is going all in on game preservation. Like, they are just quadrupling down on it. So I don't know the specific... I don't remember off the top of my head the specific assassin, because you have the memory of, like, 10 elephants. You might remember this, right? They're tripling down on making sure that you can always play games, always have them, that you own them. But I don't remember specifically what they stated, though. Do you remember?
For GOG?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't pay attention to the PC side.
Okay, fair enough.
So
fair enough.
I honestly couldn't tell you.
Gotcha. But I think basically they're just making sure that if you buy a game, you own it, and they're making sure that all old games are always there and available to purchase, even if they're years and decades old, which is huge.
Which PC, I think it's easier to do that. But
Sure.
But it is a really nice that somebody on it's exclusively PC is really, capturing
Slowlark.
And Slowlark, you are right.
Yes.
Mass Effect. I was getting there right now. Mass Effect Legendary Edition is $4.79 US right now.
That is insanity.
It is. It's really good.
That's all three games for $5. And the DLC.
$4.79.
See,
even if Mass Effect...
Sorry?
Oh, I was going to say, even if Mass Effect was on sale for $30, it's still basically...
For three games
how
and
much?
DLC. That's insane.
Yes.
Crazy.
Yeah, $5 on PC is nuts. The Far Cry New Dawn Ultimate Edition includes Far Cry 5 and New Dawn is $19.50. And I cannot recommend Far Cry 5 enough. And New Dawn is good if you've played 5. It's not transcendent, but it is good because it's like an extension of that base game.
I agree.
And
if you
what
played
platform
5
is
and
that?
you played...
Sorry?
In what store are we talking about?
Epic.
Epic.
Plus,
right.
don't forget you get 5 to 10% cash back on all of these purchases in your account.
Yep.
I remember DeMarco
buy
did that
even
one
more Black
crazy
Friday
thing that
deals.
one time.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla Deluxe Edition is $20.
God, what the hell is going on? Epic has so much money.
Assassin's
That's
Creed
crazy.
what?
That's crazy.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla Deluxe Edition is $20.
Never heard of it.
Assassin's Creed Rogue Deluxe Edition is $9.
Oh, no, that's good.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey Deluxe Edition is $16.
Never heard of it.
Odyssey? Mortal Kombat 1 is $45.
That's a pretty good price point, if I'm being honest.
Is that with the expansion characters or just for the base game?
Yeah, is that with
It says
Homelander and Omni-Man and stuff?
Chaos Reigns collection. So I think it's the ultimate because originally it's $90. It's 50% off.
Yeah, that's the expansion, and that's the first DLC batch. Yeah.
Jedi Survivor Deluxe Edition is $36.
See, Red
Avatar,
was
$32.
See, Red was telling me, "Oh, why are you getting all your third party back on PlayStation if you're going to go to PC anyway?" This is why.
Dude,
Because these sales and deals. That's why.
Control Ultimate Edition, $8. That is
The
a really
fuck?
good deal.
Does that
Yep.
include all the expansions for that game? Like
Ultimate does. Yep.
the Alan Wake expansion?
Control. It's Control.
Yeah, I know.
Ultimate
Control had an Alan Wake expansion. I think it was AWE or whatever it's
Edition.
called.
And probably because Ultimate, I think, has everything in it.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't mean to keep going down the rabbit hole here. I
Do
just
it.
wanted to highlight a few of these because they're really good deals. RoboCop, the Alex Murphy edition. I assume that's like a higher level one. $23.
Dude, I'm waiting. It's another game that
I'm waiting for that one to be cheap. Yep.
Well, I'm waiting. I found a steelbook for it, but
Wait,
I'm
you're talking
waiting
about the RoboCop game?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want that game so bad. Yeah, but
What do you mean? It already is cheap. It's $15.
I know. Right now it's on sale, but physical. I want it on physical, so I'm waiting for that.
Yeah, on
to come
sale
out,
it's
but
just
I would love-
$15 physical. I just got it at GameStop 2 days ago when I picked up
What?
Stalker. Yeah,
Okay,
physical
well,
is always
I
better.
This is all PC.
Oh no!
City Deluxe Edition is $9.
Another good reason
Anyway.
physical is always better because their deals are always cheaper.
Not always, but they can be. Yeah, for sure.
I mean, God of War on PlayStation digital is $30 still, but if you go to the store, it's practically 10.
I had to say this. Thanks to Jonas bringing this up, I feel like I finally understand now Kingdom Come Deliverance. In the way, it's sort of backwards because Kingdom Come Deliverance is my Stalker to me as it is as your Stalker to you guys. So like whenever I am complaining and bitching and screaming and crying about how much I hate Kingdom Come Deliverance and all of its systems, and everyone's like, you just gotta take your time, you gotta learn, you gotta be.
You mean when
That
I
is
tagged
literally
you when
me.
they were talking about how excited they were, and I tagged you and I said, "Red's excited for this game," and you're like, "Nope."
Nope. But I think that if I give it some time, I would jump into Kingdom Come. That mentality that I had with Stalker, Damarco, and Holly. I'm not even sure if you. Great.
Oh God, no! Not
There
another
we go.
turkey. At least it's not on my face.
It was a request from Fark. You.
I
There you
want
go.
cornucopia.
Thanksgiving
I
already?
wanted
He
him to be
explicitly said bring in the turkey. Also, thank
Mark,
you for
can you
stopping
blow
by,
me-
Risket.
Well, that was a weird place to pause. Can you blow me up? I want to show.
What?
Yep, that's what he said.
All right. So here we go. So first thing, Stalker 2, Heart of Chernobyl, Steelbook. Okay. Here it is. Is it? Oh yeah, it is front facing. There's the spine. There's a spine. This is the front of the game. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Top notch Steelbook. Look at that. And it comes with a letter from the devs. Why is this so awkward?
Wait, does it really?
I don't know.
I haven't opened mine up yet.
I can't.
Just turn it around and do it. It's okay. You got it. There you go. Yeah, thank you.
Why does that look
So
like a picture of
It
Tamriel?
comes with a letter for them. Look at this. Got some little icons there that you're used to seeing from the Stalker universe. Yeah, it comes with nice little couple little stickers there.
Ooh.
You know,
Oh, those are nice.
Oh, little sticker
little
action.
stickers.
Stickers.
Yeah.
Not bad.
It also comes with a whole letter that you can't read because it's all in Ukrainian. Not really, but they're basically just saying thank you.
It's upside down.
That's how
Yeah, man,
Ukrainians
it's upside
write.
down. That's how they do it, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it also comes with this cool little little badge, which actually part of this is in a different language. The other half is in English, as you can see. Very cool stuff there.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So there you go. There's the steelbook of Stalker 2, and that comes standard, by the way. So if you order that from GameStop, I don't think it's everywhere. I think it might be just GameStop, but you will just get the steelbook and everything that comes with it. The custom steelbook that I ordered for Stalker 2, I've had for a very long time. Very long time. It actually looks really cool as well. Looks really cool. So this is the I might like it more. I don't know. I'm sort of torn. Thank you, Hank. I know it's hard to not bust when we're talking about Stalker. Oh my god. So there you go. Yep. There's this I don't know, which one do you guys like more?
I like that one a lot
This one-
better.
Yeah, I think I do too. It's
A lot
goes
better.
pretty hard. I love the drawn art, and the interior
Yeah.
looks really cool. Yeah, it's fantastic. All right, one more.
Excellent.
One
Wow.
more.
Would you
So
look at
this
that?
is funny. I emailed this company, Fantasy Box. Fantasy Box, by the way. So don't Google Fantasy Box because that is not what will pop up. But
Oh,
so which I found
is that
out whenever I was on.
the tits?
There's the tit site. Yeah, it's one of them. Yeah, exactly.
what?
And
Wait,
I
don't
emailed
look up
them and I
what?
said, thank you guys so much.
Assassin, you're
They're
too
like,
young
thank
to
you for
know.
being a loyal customer. And I said,
Fantasy
I
Club?
said, P.S. If you, listen to me. I said, if you guys ever make a Metal Gear Solid Delta Steelbook without the PlayStation logo, I will buy it immediately.
Oh my
And
god!
and they emailed me back and they were like, that's a great idea. We appreciate your feedback because you're a great customer, blah, blah, blah. 3 weeks later, this shows up. Look at this.
Wow.
This is Metal Gear Solid Delta Steelbook.
It's not even
It-
out
it
yet.
popped in. It's not even out yet. Look at that. No PlayStation logo.
Wow.
Give
So
me
you're
that.
so you're
Stop
playing
it.
so you're playing the
Stop
game
this.
already? How is it?
I'm playing it. I just put my Steelbook up to my Xbox
And then it plays?
It just works.
Honestly, that
works.
would be
Yeah,
a very
exactly.
I have to say that would be a very cool way for systems to sort of modernize a bit. If like you can like a debit card.
Like
you-
a card. Exactly.
Yeah, like
where you tap
stick it, you
Yeah,
tap
yeah,
it to the thing, and then it reads it, and then you can go play. Especially with you think of what is it? You think of like how Xbox has their quick start and everything. So games just load instantaneously. If you just be like boop with your game, that way you could preserve the games through the cases as well. And honestly, I don't know if it would require there'd probably have to be a lot of logistics because obviously one of the reasons for games going digital is because they don't want you to necessarily be sharing them as much, right? So they're trying to take that
Brisket is
ability
here.
away.
What the hell?
Yeah, Brisket
How
stopped
did he-
by.
how did he
Oh
find-
no.
How did he find us? Oh well, Twitter, I guess probably. Yeah.
They want you, Red.
think
They're
we-
here for you.
Hey, we should talk about being Steam family. You're my family. When
What?
we play.
Okay.
Just saying.
Yeah,
Just
Slowlark
talk about
says,
being
where do you get
family.
all these steelbooks from, Red? We don't have many places to buy physical games in the UK.
Oh, so
Oh, he's in the
I
UK. Oh, you poor
literally,
bastard.
this is how it's spelled. iFantasyBox.com.
Yeah, Red, you mind telling me why when I looked it up, it took me to some very risque...
Yeah, yeah,
Club
that's
Penguin
not where you want
post?
to be.
That's what we were talking about earlier.
No,
Yeah.
can you
Also
explain to me
Mercari
why...
And
Can you explain to me why when I looked it up, I found some Club Penguin risque photos?
Yeah, that's not
Unbelievable.
unbelievable. Exactly.
Club Penguin.
Woohoo!
Nice job, Red. Nice job.
There you go.
It's
Yeah,
worth it.
join that.
All right, so I have some quick news. Obviously, we're past the time that the show normally runs, but we had a late start. I have some.
Fascinating story. Any chance you're nearing the end?
All right, and there you go. That's the show. Thank you guys so
I
much
never
for stopping by. I appreciate having all of you here.
This is why it's better when he's the host because
Because he can't
play with the toys.
Because he can't play with all
I
the
never
sound
had-
effects.
I never have any toys.
ish.
All right, I'm sorry.
Ugh.
I had to.
your ass.
All right.
So we talked last week, Assassin. I know that you're definitely going to be on top of this. We talked last week about the possibility of From Software being purchased, and I believe there were some small developments on that since we last talked about it.
Yes, just a couple of developments. So apparently Sony and Katakoa have talked about, a partnership for a very long time. Don't know the exact details of it. I mean, obviously the discussion is whether they would make From Software games exclusive to PlayStation. With how big of an audience that the Souls community is, it would not be in From Software's best interest to do that, but if Sony were to acquire them, they would be the ultimate rule maker, and if they forced them to make it exclusive while Microsoft continues to put their games everywhere, well, the industry is just going to get even worse. So, yeah, I hope it doesn't go through, and if it does, I hope it all stays multi-platform, but knowing Sony, very unlikely. So, if there's any FromSoft fans on Xbox, you might want to either get a PlayStation or just get them on PC. So good luck.
Honestly, my concern is PlayStation, as we sort of know, is not good with PC ports. They just don't handle PC ports very well. So even if they do maintain them as multi-platform, you're sort of going to get like a neutered experience, if you will, on PC while you wait for them to either patch it or just leave it as is because they don't care enough to patch it. And then you sort of get like a not as good version of the game just because you play on PC. So we're not important, right? As PC gamers?
Well,
not for PlayStation.
Well, because of that ridiculous statement saying, oh, if we put our games on PC, maybe they'll buy a console to play all the other games day one. Like, no. No. PC gamers are patient. They'll wait until after the bombs go off to wait until the game comes out.
Yes, I will.
Yes, he will. You will.
Well, so
So,
I think that
Sony should give up on that.
their interest in purchasing the parent company is more for the anime side than it is FromSoft.
I mean, is it a coincidence? Really?
Well, it's a happy coincidence for Sony, right? Because
A happy little
they have
accident.
all of these wings in the entertainment pie, right?
Let's see.
So-
So, monopoly on anime and another way to fuck Xbox. So yeah, double whammy. So yes, it is personal now.
I don't think that I could be wrong, but I think if they did purchase this parent company, I don't think that they're going to take these games exclusive.
This is Sony we're talking about.
I know, but Bungie is committed to not being exclusive. I
But
think
Bungie is
FromSoft
live
would have the
service.
same. Yeah, but I just don't think Shinji is gonna vote yes with the knowledge that their stuff is going to be trapped. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I could be wrong,
Well,
right?
I said this
But-
last week. If they force it, he can either leave and make his own company, or he can try to find a way to get From Software independent. If they try to force him to make their games exclusive. We've seen companies leave before. Toys for Bob left Activision not too long after the acquisition went through. So maybe From Software could do the same.
That's probably up to higher powers, though. I don't know. Like, Toys for Bob is a smaller studio. From Software, as far as the gaming, like, yes, it could mainly be for the anime and those platforms, but I think From Software is a big, recognized enough studio that whatever contract and deal they sign. Hi, Finn. Hello.
Sweet boy.
Sweetest
I
boy.
never get to like pick him up
Finny!
on
Finny
the
doodle.
camera, but here he is with his sweet hair.
Here
I
he
can't.
is. Look at that. Look at that.
Look
Look at him.
Bloofer.
Just look at him.
that, Finny! Finny,
Just look
come
at him.
here.
Just look at him.
Come here.
He's like, okay, this is weird, but are we okay? Look at him looking around. He's like, I kind of like. I think I like this.
It's weird, but it's kind of okay. Yeah, I think even if it's for the gaming side of it, or the anime side of it, excuse me, From Software is a big enough, recognized enough studio where whatever contract and deal they sign, they would make sure that studio is sort of locked in a way that Toys for Bob might not necessarily have been recognized, you know?
Oh, look
Mm,
at the puppy.
A tale of two fins.
Look at that. Look at the puppy. You see it?
Look at him looking. He's like,
honestly, I don't think Miyazaki's even gonna agree to this, Damarco. If you remember back when Microsoft acquired Bethesda,
Oh,
Phil
look
even
at that
said
puppy.
if any of the studio heads at Bethesda had said no, they wouldn't have gone through with it. So hopefully that logic applies here. If Miyazaki says no, then
Then they won't go through.
hopefully, yes, hopefully it won't go through. However, like I said, if he does agree to it, he'll either want to make sure all of their future games are multi-platform, or he will leave the studio. Because Miyazaki is not one to be limited by one platform. Not anymore, especially... I don't understand what... I don't know if it's implied or not, but it does not seem like Miyazaki likes Sony that much after Bloodborne. It just
After
seems
Bloodborne,
like
I don't blame him, because people are still asking for a port, and he literally has come out in the past and said, I will do it if you just literally would let us do it. We want to do it, but
It's a Sony problem.
he called
but so is
PlayStation out.
Death
He was
Stranding. What I'm hoping for is if
Yeah, and so
Kojima
is
can
guys-
get the IP rights from Death Stranding, maybe Miyazaki can get the IP rights for Bloodborne. That way he can release it everywhere.
well on my mic.
Because I mean, wouldn't it be pretty cool if From Software was like, okay, hey, we got the IP rights for Bloodborne, and like 2 years later they're remastering it for PlayStation 5, but they're also putting it on Xbox and PC. 60 frames per second, baby. Like, that would be pretty cool. But it's not gonna happen. Because Sony.
Jonas.
God damn it. Oh my god,
Oh my
Jonas.
god, that's the best. That is the best. Oh my god.
You know, this
How
was
do you
originally
grab-
a meme about Damarco, but now this literally turned into a shitpost.
Oh, this is so good. Yeah, man, sorry, I've got.
Oh my god.
And you didn't want to host
Oh
the
my
show,
god,
right?
this is so good.
You didn't want to keep the show good tonight. Now look at it. Look at it!
Oh my god, Farky just probably sent me the best image I've ever seen in my life, and I'm gonna send it. And
You should change
Jonas,
it to I am the Finn now.
I am the Finn.
I am the Finn. Look at me. Hang on. Let me see if I can.
Oh boy. I love it. I love that!
Thank you, Farky, for doing that. That is amazing. Look at this. Here,
Good
Jonas is about to put it up.
Jonas
Oh, am
is-
I? Okay. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Give me a
Jonas is
second.
like half asleep.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. I got it.
Alright.
So, just to further re-emphasize how much of a Chad Phil Spencer is, so for those of you in the chat who don't know or don't care, Shuhei Yoshida of PlayStation has announced his retirement tonight. And Phil, of course, responded saying, "Congrats on an amazing career at PlayStation. You've always been a great advocate for the industry, for creators, and for players. I've appreciated the time we've been able to spend talking gaming. Thank you, Yoshida." So, yeah. One of the bigwigs at PlayStation is retiring. That's not Jim Ryan.
Thanks, Yoshida, for being there when we needed you
For
the
supporting
most.
indie developers, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
For,
Sorry, we got caught up in
yeah.
our fins.
It's always a bit nerve-wracking, I think, especially lately when big important people that you like are leaving studios. I mean, now that we've seen it with obviously BioWare, Bethesda was not immune to it. Yeah, Bethesda wasn't immune to it. We saw, I think Bungie also had some people leave, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Bungie left. You could even argue maybe, or in terms of quality, Infinity Ward suffered from that because they went to go do Respawn.
So any time that you see that, and then especially when it comes from like an industry side, like something as big as PlayStation now leaving, I get nervous, especially when you talk about indie games, because we're seeing how indie games are sort of taking over a lot more lately, and AAA games are kind of sinking, or even taking they're taking a lot of
nosedive.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't
taking a nosedive.
I wouldn't say a nosedive just yet. We might get there. There is a chance that we might get there.
We're starting to see the trend that I've been anticipating for.
We're starting to see the bubbles beginning to burst.
Yeah, for sure. So then when you see someone like that who kind of, maybe there's an argument to be said, I think, always, where you can say, well, maybe someone who comes in will kind of understand the way, like, the way the industry is trending, and that, just someone a little bit younger can step up and say, hey, like, look, gamers are enjoying these smaller experiences. Look at Warhammer, look at a Helldivers. I know, some of you here didn't like that game, but look at a Helldivers, look at a Warhammer, look at a Stalker. They're smaller in scope. Pal World, they're smaller in scope, they're more focused, but that's what people are looking for. We don't need these massive open world games, so maybe somebody could step in and sort of bridge that gap between AA and AAA to make it more palatable for a lot of people. But especially when it comes to indies, I always get very protective personally, because
I remember last year whenever Damarco and I were again having one of our debates, you were concerned about the consolidation of the industry, and I told you I do agree that it should be a topic of discussion in terms of how concerned we should be. But I don't know if you remember me telling you this, but it's these types of studios and developers that are like trying to find a mix between AA and AAA, that those are the developers that we should support.
Yep. Like
GSC Game World recently with Stalker 2, like Pocket Pair and Pal Worlds, Helldivers 2, Space Marine 2, these are the studios that are trying to find a middle ground by just trying to make fun, creative, new IPs.
It's also the fact that,
to be fair, it's working. So what I did say last year is it's working, and I'm glad that a lot more people this year are starting to notice that trend and are encouraging that trend. So
the thing is also that.
Oh, go ahead, John.
I don't mean to cut you off. The thing is also that they have the structural ability to do it as well, because the thing about the AAA and quote-unquote quadruple A industry is that they are too big to take risks at this point. Games have become too expensive, and they cannot make fun games anymore. They need to make games that are mediocre, like at a mediocre level that everyone can somewhat enjoy.
Yeah, like Starfield.
So like these narrow, really focused experiences, like Stalker, like all of the other ones.
Power World, Manor Lords, Lies
all of these,
even
focusing in on like specific audiences. Like they are the ones who are able to do that, and will get to see their. It's getting too late. I can't English anymore. Get to see the growth. Get to see the growth and rewards from being able to do that.
It's not to say the AAA industry it's not all bad. Like we mentioned it, and we mentioned earlier, From Software has become that type of developer that's in the AAA space that is
sure, but also they have that very specific.
I know they have that very specific part. They have a very specific creative passion that not a lot of people have. Atlas is another one, Larian. Like, there are still amazing AAA devs and publishers. It's just a matter of, are gamers going to support them? And to their credit, they have.
Yeah.
I think it's not so much having to do with choosing to support them. I think it's just a natural development in the market. Just like, this is what people want, and they're gravitating towards it.
Speaking of what people want,
Fair.
Just real quick, I do want to bring up the very, very quick subject of former BioWare developer, their studio recently shut down. This was the one that it was helmed by
Casey Hudson's new studio,
Casey
Humanoid.
Hudson. They were working on a brand new
Man, that
sci-fi IP,
sucks.
and they failed to get funding for it. Even with like Casey Hudson behind it, failed to get funding, so they had to shut down operations on that project. Just really quickly want to say, hope that all of that works out.
My hope is that obviously all those devs should
What just happened?
get back on their feet when they should. What?
Why did I just
Buy
hear...
a Zora, buy a Zora, buy a Zora.
Yeah, I just heard that, but the whole thing.
Yeah, no, you got a new follower, I think.
Oh, well,
New
welcome to
subscriber.
whoever subscribed then. Thank
Phone
you.
number, I didn't see
Yes.
which one
Oh,
it
I
was.
can play it again. There we go. Bobby Hawk, thank you for the subscription. Appreciate it.
Oh.
He's our favorite pony.
Our favorite pony.
Okay.
I was gonna say I recognize, but
I recognize the name too. As soon
I
as
was
you
like,
said it, I was like,
where-
oh.
Bobby is
That's Bobby.
amazing.
Is he? He's part of. I see him everywhere.
He's part
right?
of
one of those.
he's part of
part of the
Umbra show,
community?
right?
He comes into the Infinite podcast a lot, and he is our resident pony, but he's a friendly pony.
I love
Good.
that so
A
much.
nice
Ah,
pony.
Thank you,
like-
Bobby. You're
He's
so
not
nice,
an
man.
unbroken Mustang. He's a happy
Right.
Palomino.
Damn.
Right, he's just free running through the fields, just naked and free. I love that. I
So,
love that
DeMarco,
man.
quick question. Concerning Casey Hudson, just a
Yes.
question. Do you think he's going to go back to BioWare? Or do you think he's going to join one of the new studios from other BioWare devs, like Archetype, that are
I'm-
making Exodus?
Yeah, I mean, there's a huge part of me, and I'm sure that Red, you would probably agree. There's a huge part of me that wants to see him go back to work with the next Mass Effect game. Like, I think that would be awesome. But on the same token, as Arcane pointed out, have any of y'all paid attention to Exodus from Archetype? Lots of former BioWare devs.
Yes.
It would be really
Yes.
cool to see them go forward with Archetype as well, to help on that project, just because I like to support the new studios and the new ideas, and they can do things that are more risky. And, you know, I made a video on the next Mass Effect where I sort of talked about how there is a lot of talent that is still there. A lot of people left, but there is still some talent there working on from the original trilogy that's working on the next Mass Effect game. So I don't know if necessarily Casey Hudson going back is going to solve all the issues that, if there are issues with the game when it does come out. I don't know if Casey Hudson being there or not being there would necessarily be the ultimate fix for it personally.
It would seem weird for me. Well, I don't know. I
Hey,
guess like,
Donnie.
where is there room for Casey Hudson with Mike Gamble in the next Mass Effect project? Because I would.
You
I
think
would
there might be
assume
some
that-
clashing?
Well, not
No, they've
necessarily.
worked
I just
together in
mean
the
like,
past, yeah.
yeah, like
Just because you work together doesn't mean you like each other.
Well, I'm just saying, like, I think that it's important to remember that Casey Hudson is not at EA for a reason, and he went to go do his own thing for a reason. Like, whatever's going on with Mass Effect now, like, he clearly is just. And you've seen in interviews where Casey still loves Mass Effect and all that, but he's had his time with it, and he wants to do his own thing now. And I'm sure that there would have been creative restraints that Casey Hudson was not happy with. That Mike Gamble is still like, I have my job, and I'm happy with what I'm doing. So I don't see Casey Hudson crawling back to BioWare anytime soon, unfortunately.
I,
would-
for
would
one,
love
hope
that.
he joins Archetype, because I think Exodus would be his cup of tea. I don't know the guy personally. I haven't played Mass Effect enough, but if he's trying to do his own thing, then maybe he could offer a little bit of support to the team at Archetype. Fun fact, Archetype is actually an hour away from me, because they're in Austin.
Oh,
And that is,
So
and
fun-
Matthew
Another
McConaughey
fun
is
fact,
actually starring in that
Archetype
game.
is
Tell-
spelled with a CH
tell them I
instead
said
of a K.
go there, knock on their door, and tell them that I said hello, and I would love to work with them on the game. You know, I'd love to be able to speak to them.
I mean, we're so ironically, just getting off topic because I'm really excited for Exodus. So the team at Archetype actually announced on Twitter that it won't be long before we see gameplay. So hopefully they'll be at the Game Awards again to actually show us actual gameplay, please. Because I keep going back to that trailer every once in a while, and I need gameplay, guys.
It's coming. And what else is
it's really
coming
good.
is, unfortunately, the end of the show. So
I hate when I come.
Damn, that was a better outro than Red's.
he's rubbing off on me in all the right ways. So
Coming off on you, literally. Oh,
so
man.
anyway, it's late. I know
Unfortunately,
that
I'm about to bust.
it's late. I know that we're obviously we're 40 minutes past. Holly wants to go to bed. But thank you all for the
Why?
because you're playing the role of me this stream. Like I'm wide awake, but now I could tell that.
And
Yeah,
Holly
there you
is
go.
just.
See,
Oh,
That's-
there she's gone. She's gone.
there I go. Look, there I go. See, I'm gone.
There. Yep.
So thank you, Arcane, Bobby, for subscribing to the channel. I hope that you check out some of my stuff and leave some feedback. Tell me what you think of some of it here. Arcane Realm, as always. Lotus, thank you so much for the super chats. Very, very kind of you. I can't go too far back in chat based on my view, but Red Assassin as well. Let me get your Venmos and I'll send it back your way. And Fark you for being here. Lotus, Lowlark for being here. Jonas, time for you to go to bed. Risk it as well. And anybody else that I might be missing, I do apologize. Yodani, thank you for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed this emergency broadcast, and you can follow all of us down in the description below. You can check those links out there. And happy Thanksgiving
Taters.
to each and every one of you.
Thank you all so much
I love
for the
that.
people that came through after the fact onto another channel from
Mary
Twitter.
Donnellan.
Yeah, really
You
appreciate that.
Yeah.
Barry,
Absolutely.
look at that, Barry. Oh, look at this.
You were
Donnie
here
Gonzaga.
lurking, sir. You are
Good
welcome.
night, friends.
Yodani, thank you for the $2 super chat. I hope you enjoy
Good night,
my
friends.
celebration of games.
Hey, happy
going on there.
Thanksgiving
Happy
to all the
Happy
Americans
Turkey Day.
here.
Thanksgiving to all.
Yeah, happy
Thanksgiving's
Turkey
happening
Day.
soon.
Or whatever.
Today's Thanksgiving.
Any
That's what it sounds
final
like in
any final
South Park.
thoughts you want to give?
I should go.
Thank you, Commander Shepard.
That too. Yeah. Yeah. If you're,
makes sense.
if you want, if you, well, I don't know. Are you even going to leave this up to Marco? Because I don't know. People watching back after the fact are going to be like, "So this is what I have missed out on." No thanks. But if you're new, yeah, follow me
I
down
feel like we should
in the
be
description.
offended by his slander. It's like,
It's nothing new.
Because I'm just not. It's just it was such a weird transition, and I'm just not in my peak energy level. But yeah, you can follow everyone down in the description. Thank you to Marco for doing everything that you did to bring me back to life, just like Beyonce, Evanescence. How the hell did I get them? You know what? That is so off. That is so off.
I should go.
Okay, that's it.
Okay, we should go. All right,
Who's laughing now?
you guys all are hopefully from watching the show. Thank you guys so much, and have a happy Thanksgiving. Good night.
Woohoo!
I
Lotus, thank you. My Finn says thank you. Bye.
Fascinating story. Any chance you're nearing the end?
Dude, that picture of Finn is so good.